Oh no, hello. Hi, hi, hi.
Hello.
Oh,
Can I
okay, amazing. You can hear me now, right?
Hello, everybody.
Okay, amazing. Can everyone hear me okay? I hope so. I hope everyone is able to hear me. Hi, Carol. Hello, how are you doing? Okay, I think the sound is working. Sorry about that, everyone. I don't quite know what I was doing wrong, but how are we all this evening? I wanted to say thank you so much to everyone who was already waiting for the live. That was so lovely to come in and already see people waiting. That felt really lovely. So I hope that you are all doing good, having a lovely time this evening. We had a tiny little audio issue there right at the start, but I think it is working now, and I'm just quickly getting my YouTube live settings up. So welcome. I hope that everyone is doing well. Tonight's live is going to be all about the good old mini builds. Oh, there's an echo. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, there's an echo. I can hear another version of you in the background. That's not great. That is not quite right. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to play around with my sound settings. Thank you everyone for being so patient.
Echo. I can hear another version of you.
Okay. Echo's gone. Is it, okay. Hopefully the echo's gone. Please let me know if that comes back. Thank you so much, Carol, for keeping an eye on that for me. That's really helpful. That's what I always find scary about live streaming, is that I don't know how people tell if there's issues, because I can't watch myself. Oh, the echo is back. Okay. I think we'll just keep going like this for a few minutes and see if it goes away, and if it doesn't, I will reconfigure, but hopefully this is okay and it should be all good. So yeah, today's live is all going to be about mini builds, just prepping some of those space fillers that's part of my short series. But depending on inspiration levels, I might go elsewhere. I might go do some bigger builds, maybe some beach builds, but we're definitely going to start off in this little zone that we all know so well, this little 4x4 space. In case anybody doesn't recognize it, I have a mini build short series on my channel where I do little 4x4 builds, so hopefully that's good. I'm just going to quickly send a message. I've got somebody watching kind of off stream. There we go, just helping me out. I think other people have moderators on their live streams who help out. Ah, thank you, Carol, for still watching. Yeah, I think in the future I would love to get a moderator. But for anyone who also doesn't know, Carol very kindly does help me out, like behind the scenes, because we know each other in real life. So thank you for watching. You're being very sweet, very helpful. So yeah, we're going to be making some of these 4x4 builds. I will say that this is my first live stream in my new flat. So I moved in at the beginning of September, but then I was on holiday, which we can maybe talk about later. So this is my first stream, so I'm a bit I'm not worried. I'm hoping it's going to be good, but I was worried about if the Wi-Fi might drop out, or you may hear a bit more background noise than you did when I would live stream in my old apartment, just because I have more flatmates here, people talking, people watching films in the room next door to me, but hopefully that's all okay. And I do think that one of my flatmates is currently cleaning out her room, so you may hear some background noise, but hopefully as long as you can hear me, all's going to be okay. Why don't we just go ahead and get started on one of these mini builds. How is everyone feeling? I'm going to go ahead and pick an outfit for my character to wear. Even though I do really like this blue, I think it would be fun to wear something different. Especially because it is now October. I'm very, very excited about autumn. My favourite season is winter. Let me know what your favourite season is. But yeah, even with winter being my favourite season, to me autumn, it's still starting to bring in some of those cozier vibes. I do have some autumn specific clothing, but I don't know if I'm going to go for that. But look at the Halloween sweater. That's adorable. I just don't love the actual sweaters in game. Like, I don't think the design for them is the cutest ever compared to some of the dresses. Oh, but I could wear this frog. What dress is Halloween dress? And I'm excited for Halloween this year because I think I'm gonna celebrate. I think I'm gonna go out. Like I say, I've got a new apartment, so I'm hoping maybe me and my flatmates can decorate a little bit. So that will be fun. Ooh, Carol says, I like summer best, I like for hot weather the best. That is very, very fair. Hot weather is super lovely, and what I like about the summer is that I feel like you don't have to have planned your day. Like, if you know it's going to be hot and you know it's going to be dry, you can just get up and do what you want, rather than kind of in winter you might have plans and then you wake up and it's raining and it feels like your plans have been ruined a little bit if your plans were dependent on it having warm weather. I think this is a cute outfit. Let's just go with this. I don't want to do anything too crazy. And I think that the first area I want to work, especially because I already have this lovely brown flooring down, is going to be a market stall area. If at any point anyone has any suggestions for the build, feel free to chime in. I would definitely love to get inspiration from you guys, but I think a cute market stall would be super nice. So yeah, I do like the warm weather. However, there's a few reasons that I'm biased towards winter being my favourite season. Firstly, and this is obviously like personal, so I get not like it's not going to be a convincing argument to convince anyone that winter is a good season, but my birthday is in winter, so me personally that makes me like winter more because my birthday. And wait, I don't know if I've ever even said this on YouTube before. I am convinced that I have probably one of the best birth dates possible. So I'm born 26th of January, and the reason that is so good is because if you think of an advent calendar, most advent calendars nowadays have 25 days. I know they used to just have 24, but nowadays pretty much every advent calendar includes something for what was meant to be Christmas Day, right? So it's 25 days. My birthday's on the 26th, so I can get an advent calendar and it counts me down perfectly to my birthday. And obviously you can only do that, like anyone born on the 26th could do that. However, I feel like January is the good month for it because all of the advent calendars go on discount after Christmas because no one's buying advent calendars. So that's why I think I have a really good birthday. So yeah, that's my little like fact of the day about myself. Because to be honest, I used to when I was a kid, like people would be like, oh, it's quite unfortunate that your birthday is so close to Christmas because, I don't know, it means you go a really long time of the year, I guess, without having a celebration. But especially as I get older and kind of, I feel like birthday is less exciting, I quite like it. Plus January, at least in England, you're kind of in the middle of the academic year, which is nice. Yeah, good birthday. I'm going to customize these stalls. I think I really want to go for a kind of autumn theme for this build, just to get me started. Yeah, that is cool with the advent calendar, isn't it? I like that. But yeah, seeing it as though we are streaming so close to the beginning of October, I definitely think we should go for an autumnal vibe, at least on this first build. The orange could work, but it's a bit more Halloween-y than I wanted, although maybe I'll do a Halloween specific build. This could be cute, the blue and brown gingham. Let's just see if there's any other patterns that I think would work. Carol says, oh, that's so cute with the advent calendar. Yeah, I think it is really cute. Thank you. I do like it. So that's just why I am a fan of my birthday, but I guess everyone is probably a fan of their own birthday. Okay, we're going to go for that blue gingham just because I think that way I can add some blue flowers and kind of use blue as my accent colour, and hopefully it will come out pretty cute. I'm streaming at 8 PM UK time. Is everybody watching in the UK, so are we all kind of on the same time zone, or are some people coming from somewhere different? I'm always interested in that because I know that for some of my like favourite streamers, I would stay up late to watch them. So yeah, are you guys on the same time zone as me? Let's come in with this market stall. I have two, but I don't know if I'm going to use them both. But we'll see. Then I can create maybe a bit of an accent with this country fencing. Oh, and then let me show you. I have this idea. If I grab a custom design of a person, so let's see, maybe we have our person wearing blue, if that's going to be my accent color. We display that, and that is a mannequin. And then I think if I position the stall correctly, it should look like this mannequin is a person running the stall, and I think that will be super cute. Who is trying to get my attention? Which villager is that? Who are you? Hello? Yeah, I would love a mug. I think she's gonna give me a mug. Sheena, what if it matches the build? That would be super cute if it does. Let's see. So yeah, my birthday being in winter is one of the reasons why I like it. Is that mug she gave us going to be helpful? I was hoping it might be a bit more interesting, but potentially I'll use that mug. I'm not sure if I will. I think I might have better items I can use. And then Christmas is my favourite holiday, my favourite event. Big fan of Christmas. I think most people are, I guess, but like I think a lot of people would be fans of Christmas. Ooh, I just got an error message saying YouTube is not receiving enough. What did it say? YouTube is not receiving enough something. Enough video. Oh, I think my live stream might be about to cut out. Okay. Well, I hope you guys are able to see okay. Apparently it's saying that there might be a bit of buffering. Hopefully it's gonna be okay. Oh, that's scary. That error message was quite concerning. Let me know if it's too buffery. I'm not sure what I would do about it, but yeah, if something goes wrong or like you can't see the video, please let me know. But yes, thank you, Carol. Carol says it's nice to get a gift mug. It definitely is. I think that is super cute. So I'm happy. Oh, the error message freaked me out and now I forget what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, Christmas. I am so excited about Christmas this year. I know it's a bit early maybe to be talking about Christmas. Some people might get annoyed at that I'm talking about it in October. We've not even had Halloween yet. But I am excited, and it's not going to be my first Christmas. It won't be my first Christmas in London because I've lived in London for over 3 years now. However, it will be my first Christmas in my own apartment where I can decorate and where I can explore and hopefully see some new things, and it should be good. I'm picking some blue items or items I think I can customize, and then what would they sell at a market? Maybe some cupcakes, maybe this pear tart they might sell. Hi for anybody new who is joining. We are live streaming, making some of my mini builds for my short series where I post mini builds in just a 4x4 space. So if you're new here, that's what we're working on. And the first of these mini builds is going to be a market stall. Can I customize that mum's... Oh, wait. Okay. Because I have this one in blue, but I was thinking if I could customize to another one, but I think we'll just stick with the blue cats then. This one is green, and I don't think there's really anything better, so we'll just leave it, and I might not use both of them. Carol says, when I was talking about the Wi-Fi, Carol says that the video did wobble for a bit when I got given a mug, but not enough to spoil the stream. Okay, that's really helpful to know. Thank you so much. Thank you. I don't think I want the green one. I want the blue Mum's Tea Cozy. This tea cozy always reminds me of Alice in Wonderland. I don't quite know why, because it doesn't exactly look like the Cheshire Cat, but I think just that whimsy, colourful vibe, yeah, that's kind of what it makes me think of. Then let's put that lantern I got here, and then we can place maybe the brown sugar. Oh, I didn't want to show it off, I wanted to place it. Maybe the brown sugar cupcakes can go in front of that server, and I just need one more item to go here, but I don't necessarily think... maybe the pear tart. Maybe the pear tart. Okay, I like this. I think the lantern isn't quite right. It's kind of the wrong shade of blue and it's almost clashing a little bit. So I'm going to see if I can find something a bit better. But yeah, so another good reason for winter being good is that Christmas is in it, and I'm a big fan of Christmas. I also love winter fashion. I'm not that into fashion in general, but when I get dressed, I love the look of a dress or a short skirt with a really oversized hoodie or a big long jacket. I feel like that is such a nice look. I'm a really big fan of that, and I love wearing it, and I find it just easy. It's easy to put an outfit together like in that way. So what was I saying? I keep distracting myself. But I really like that as an outfit, so therefore I think it becomes easier in winter, because in summer it's a bit too hot and you have to just wear the dress or the skirt without the jacket, and I don't like how that looks as much, and I don't feel as comfortable in that. So that's part of why I also like winter fashion. Okay, hopefully one of these is gonna be a little bit better. Maybe the coconut pudding. Okay, that could work. Let me see my other option in the space, but that could be fine. Or the show lamp. I'm leaning towards the coconut pudding, but please let me know what you guys think. Should I go for the show lamp or should I go for the pudding? I'll put the pudding back in. You guys have a look and let me know what you think that I should stick with. And we'll see. In the meantime, I'm going to start decorating this area up in front. There we go. But I also have to be careful. I know that I've been talking about winter a lot, but I try not to wish my life away. So I'm just trying to enjoy the season we're in right now. Try to kind of enjoy autumn. I think the transition seasons are really nice. Like going from one, like, you know, summer and winter are their own thing, but then spring and autumn that kind of transition you from one to the other. I feel like they're really lovely. I went on a walk through the forest today and there were so many leaves falling and it was just really nice to see. I did try my best. I really wanted to catch a leaf because I think if you catch a falling leaf, it's meant to be good luck, but I didn't manage to. I don't have the hand-eye coordination, I guess, to catch a falling leaf. And there are a bit too many people in the forest that I live by and I didn't want to keep like running after leaves. So yeah, that's what I was up to today. Oh, I also went to the library today, which is very new for me. I had a library at my university, but public libraries I've not really been to. But some of my flatmates were telling me that they were really good, so I ended up signing up to go to the library, and I did enjoy it. I've been twice now, actually. Or even, I think I've been 3 times, but I've only borrowed books twice. I've got 4 books out at the moment. I have a bit of a boring one. I have a book on chess, but, you know, basically some of my flatmates can play chess, and I thought it would be really cool to learn. Because also, I just don't feel like I have anything interesting like that. Like, I want to have skills that are just random, like not for any purpose, and so I thought maybe learning how to play chess would be cool, but it's a tricky one. But yeah, I took out a beginner's book on chess. What else did I got? Oh, I took out Women Living Deliciously, which I haven't heard of, but I really like the artwork in it, and that's a kind of self-help / biography, I guess, about like embracing womanhood. I'm not exactly sure. I've not really started it yet, but I've started reading the very beginning, and it's kind of just talking about how to like let go of things that are holding you back. And it's not only for women. Men could definitely read it too, because it's just about all different things that we kind of I think it's about, I've done a bad job of explaining the book now. I made it sound really boring, but it's about like self-internalized issues, and of course, like, for women, a lot of that comes down to like femininity. However, I think all genders have things that they could probably work through, like self-internalized like hate or whatever. I'm gonna put a flower here. Anyway, I promise that the book does seem interesting. I feel like I've really talked it down and made it sound like it's not going to be a good book, but I think it is going to be good. And then I also took out Angus Thongs and Full Frontal Snogging, which is a kid's book, or I think it's aimed at, I don't know, like 13, 14-year-olds. Because I remember having it when I was a kid, but I never read it. And now a lot of people I know have read it and have talked about it. And I even think that there is a film on it or a TV show or something. So I want to read that. And then I also took out The Great Gatsby, which I think is more of a classic, or more ones that maybe people have heard of before. And I mainly just took that out because I felt like all the books I were taking out weren't like very clever, and so I thought I'd just take out a book to like challenge myself as well. But reading's meant to be fun, it's not meant to always be like really hard and boring, so I think it's a good mixture of books. How about you guys? Are you guys into reading? I think reading is a hard hobby because I really like it, but it's very hard, especially nowadays, to just set aside time to read. Audiobooks, on the other hand, are excellent because you're still getting a book. Like, I think that there's no shame in audiobooks at all. And that way you can do it whilst you're doing other things, travelling on the train or whatever. So here is the build. I have the 2 market stalls. I really like that detail in the right corner of the person like who's baked the cupcakes. I think that that is super cute. The mushroom lamp, the flower, this beautiful leaf pile which is super interactive to run through, my angled signpost, and my fence. Did I take a picture of this already? Let me take a picture. And then what I'm going to do, for anyone who's not seen me make these on live before, is I like to save all of these items, and I'm going to go put them in a corner, and then basically after the live stream I record myself making the build so that I can post it later. But there we go. There is the first of the build, our market stall. Does anyone have any ideas for what they want to see me build next? I do have a couple of ideas noted down, so don't worry if you don't have many ideas. Or I can tell you some of my ideas and you can let me know if anything jumps out. I thought we could make another autumn themed build. Some kind of a forest path or a pumpkin patch might be really cute. We could make a greenhouse or a gardening area. I also wanted to do some work on my beaches, so maybe go do a lighthouse or something like that. I probably should have talked more about that build whilst I was making it. I just realised that I kind of talked about the library the whole time I was building it, but I hope that's okay. Let's come back down. I definitely think either way I want to get rid of this dark dirt path and make something a bit different. Let me quickly claim these Nook Miles that I got. I hit my 300-day streak on Duolingo today. Very, very exciting. I've been learning Spanish, and then I also took a couple of chess classes because Duolingo has just added a chess course, and like I say, I've been trying to learn how to play, but mainly Spanish. And yeah, 300 days, which if anybody watched my video that I made in the beginning of January, I talked about my New Year's resolutions, and one of them was to keep up my Duolingo streak, so I've been doing that, and I think I should hit 365. Well, I definitely should hit 365 before the end of the year, so that's exciting. Here we go. I'm going to change this out for a lighter path. I think maybe I will go for the pumpkin patch, just because that is nice, very kind of topical whilst I'm doing this like October stream. So why don't we go ahead and work on a pumpkin patch. Although with me having said that, do I have any grown pumpkins? I have them on my other island. I know that. I don't know. No, that's so annoying if I don't. I don't think I actually am going to have any pumpkins grown. Well, I don't think I'm going to make it then. Okay, pumpkin patch will be in the next live stream maybe, because I've just remembered that I don't have any pumpkins grown on this island. But what I do have is these orange flowers. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with them yet, but I think it would be helpful to grab them just because they are kind of festive. So let me get those, and maybe I'll take the black rose as well, and we can do a bit more of a Halloween themed build. Or should I do purple? Orange and purple is super Halloween coded. Let's go for it. Let's go. Let's come back. When I say my other island, for anyone who doesn't know, I do have 2 islands. I was very, very lucky to get a second Switch for Christmas, and so now I have a normcore island and one that I just play for myself, and then one that I stream on, which is this one, and one that I do more of my builds on, which is all here. But I kind of make videos on both accounts, or both islands I mean. Okay, I'm not sure what the goal is. I've got those colourful flowers. Maybe we grab these iron garden chairs, and I believe that there's a green variant, and that kind of dark green is also Halloweeny to me, so maybe we could do something with that. Yes, this green colour. Maybe it's a Halloween themed cafe. Why don't we do that? That's a nice little mini build. I really enjoy doing the mini builds. I think that they're a good way. They're just like a good thing to come back to, not just as in for making videos, but I use them when I'm decorating my own island to kind of go back and remind myself what I've done previously and find inspiration. So I like them. I think that it's pretty fun. I'm just grabbing whatever items I think that I could use. So a bubble machine is always nice. I might want to grab a plant or something that I think I could hide the bubble machine behind. Just because my favourite thing, and I do this quite a lot, is to get a bubble machine into a build and then you hide it behind something and then there's just magical bubbles coming out kind of from nowhere. Maybe we grab a box, maybe we'll add some of these wheat fields. I still don't know exactly where I'm going with this yet. Oh, I just saw, yeah, the spooky tree. If I can fit that in, that would be awesome. That would be really good. Is that the only pumpkin item I have? I think it could be. The blood orange juice might make a cute Halloweeny drink, or the marmalade as a snack. Okay, I think we've got enough to work with for now. I'll come back if I need more items. And then hello for anyone new who is joining. I'm just making a mini build for my short series. I quickly need to customize those chairs because right now they are white and I want them to be that dark green, and we are making a Halloween cafe. Well, I'm saying I want them to be green, but there is a black variation, so why don't we try it in green, and if it doesn't look right I might make them black. Let's see. Oh, not blue, green. Okay, there we go. Let's come on over. Oh, I didn't get any fencing out. Sorry. I love having some fencing in a build. I think that it's pretty helpful that way. Let's see. I don't think I have the actual Halloween fencing. That's what I'm trying to do on my other island. Yeah, I don't have any pumpkins planted. Maybe I will grab a pumpkin because I could just drop them around the build still, and that might work. Ooh, and the orange gyroid. I need to stop getting distracted. I'm here for fencing. Maybe honestly just for normal wooden fencing would work. But yeah, on my other island I'm trying to play so much and pop all the balloons I see and go check if my villagers are crafting constantly because I'm trying to get all of those Halloween pumpkin recipes that are available right now. I really want them. Okay, I don't know how big the spooky tree is. Can I fit it in, or is it going to take up way too much space? Okay, honestly, it's not as big as I might have thought, so I think that there is potential for it to fit into this build without, like, because it's such a small area, I can't do too many huge items, but I think that this can work. Let's add in that iron garden chair. Oh, you need to come forward a little bit, my friend. Here we go. I'm not sure if the green was the right decision or not. I'm not sure. I'm not against it, but I'm not sure if I love it either. And I don't think I want it that close to the kind of entrance of the build. I think if I bring it back, that might be better. Let me see. I think I need to place this here. Does anybody, if you're UK based, watch Strictly Come Dancing? I've been watching that recently and it's been good, but we're only in the first week, so like no one's really standing out yet. Okay, I think that this is cute with a little cafe kind of towards the back. Here we go. What do we think of the green chairs for a Halloween build? Should I make them black? That's what I'm a little bit stuck with. Let me see, I'm going to put down the drink. I'll maybe finish making the build and then we can decide. I just wonder if black would give it more of a, just like more of a standout look. Another purple flower. I just need to fill out this front space a little bit. I'm just not sure if the green is right. I think maybe let me change one of the chairs and let's see how it would look if I had the Iron Garden chairs be black and just see if that would be better. Let's see. Okay. I just thought it would be nice, especially just this early on in October, to get a couple of Halloween themed builds made, just because I really want to make, obviously, like the best time to post them would be now, would be October, so that's what I'm working on. Do you know what? Yeah, I have a feeling that black would be just like more of a classic choice. I don't know, in my head the dark green could work as well, but I think we'll go for the black. But let me know what you think, if you think that I should change it back, because even if I finish the build today, I'm going to be filming it after the stream to post onto my short series, so I can always make changes later on. Green is probably one of my least favourite colours, I'll say that. Especially that dark green, I'm really not a fan of it. I don't know, I remember when I was a kid and people would talk about favourite colours, I was always so shocked that people liked green. Yeah, I don't really know why, like, I have nothing against it, but I just don't like it compared to the other colours. Like, why would green? What about green? But then I think the appeal of green is that there's so many different shades of it, I guess, but I don't know, it's not my personal favourite. Okay, so I can have the orange marmalade or I can have the blood orange drink. Let's see. I actually think that the orange marmalade is a little bit more interesting. Yeah, I really like that. I think that that is super cool. I just want to fill up this front area a bit. Maybe we need something in this square right here, kind of in front of the table. And I could go and look for another purple flower. Because if I put an orange... Let me see what happens if I put an orange flower in there, actually. Maybe it will be interesting. Oh, I don't hate that, actually. I thought I wasn't going to like it, but I think that's okay. And then maybe just... actually, do you know what? Maybe that's good. No, I want to put something here. Something small just in this gap. I'm not quite sure what, but... Oh, I talked about using a bubble machine and then I didn't do anything about that, so definitely could have done a bubble machine. But it's a bit late to do that now. Maybe I'll use a bubble machine in my next build. Okay, we could do a wooden box. I'd have to have a wooden box and then we drop the pumpkin. That's what I think we should do. Let's see, let's grab a pumpkin, let's drop it on top of the box. Yeah, I like that. Okay, super cute, there we go. This is our Halloween cafe. Nice, I think that that is cool. I like the mix of colours. There we go, I've got my picture. I always take a picture before I finish up the build just because, as I say, I'm going to make this... I record myself making the builds after the stream so that I can put them onto YouTube Shorts. And that playlist is so long now, that playlist of 4x4 builds. I have so many videos on there, it's such a lot. Judy, why are you thinking? Hi. Oh dear, I just can't stop saying, ooh, she needs a new catchphrase. Yeah, we can get you a new catchphrase. Anyone, any very quick suggestions for what catchphrase we want to give to Judy? I don't know. She wants a catchphrase, but I don't want to spend too long coming up with one for her. It used to be Judy Baboody, because do you guys know that song that's like the name game, Judy Baboody? That bit. Well, like if you've not heard of it, then I feel like it just sounds so ridiculous, but it is a thing. So that's like what her catchphrase used to be based on, but I'm gonna think of something else. Invent a catchphrase. Well, you know what you guys should be doing if you're watching? You should be smiling. So, well, that's really cringe. Well, that's a really, really cringe idea, but that's just what we're going with for now. If anyone has other suggestions, I'll change it next time she talks to me, but there we go. Okay, now we can take down all of this build. And I reckon maybe instead of doing another mini build, because we've done 2 today, maybe we should go work on the island for a little bit, just because I have, I'm really trying to finish this island. I feel like I've been working on it for ages and ages, so I'm just trying to grind out as many builds on here as I can and just fill up space. So that's what I'm going to work on. There we go. Let me get rid of that hole. Sorry, I wish I didn't do that. There we go. Let's come drop these items so that I can use them later. And then, see, I just have so much random blank space on the island, so I really want to start filling it out. I think we could definitely work on the beaches. Beaches are hard. I really struggle with beach builds. Like, I would say it's probably my weakest area of designing, for sure. Because I just don't enjoy the beaches. You're so limited for space. But I know that some people really like them and enjoy it. It's just not for me personally. At some point, and I've been dreading it, whenever I fully finish this island, I'm going to have to come and clean up this crazy flower garden I've got going on. But for now, we can just ignore it. Hi to anybody who is joining us. We are live streaming today making mini builds, and I've already done 2 builds in this space, but we're actually going to go ahead and just create some simple beach builds for a little bit. So I'll leave my setup here with my space to customize and where I can grab items, but I think we could finally try fill up some of this beach area, because I have definitely been avoiding it. And for anyone who has not really seen my longer form videos, this island is a fairy core, forest core, fairy tale themed island, which is the most hyper specific theme I think you could possibly have, but I do really like it. And it's called Bookling, and basically the plan was that all of my builds were going to be themed after books, but I will say that didn't necessarily end up being what I did. I ended up mainly doing fairy core. Well, the plan was always to have some fairy core. I'm just going to start laying out a bit of random pathing, by the way, if you're wondering what I'm up to. But yeah, so the plan was always to have some of the island be fairy core, but I enjoyed making the fairy themed builds so much that then that ended up being kind of what I've done the most on this island, I would say. But we're going to try do more of a book themed build down here. It doesn't necessarily have to be based on a specific book. The books I do have on this island already are not the 3 little bears, the 3 little pigs, then also Goldilocks and the 3 bears, because everything comes in 3s apparently in fairy tales. And I also have Billy Goat's Gruff, and I just have like a nice mix going on. Oh, and I have The Little Prince, which is one of my absolute favourite books. And I have Tinkerbell, which is a film, but still, I like it. Let's get this pathing all nicely laid out. I love when the villagers play on your island, like Shino right now is trying to catch that bug. I just think that it's really cute, and it makes me happy when I see them playing like proper villagers, I guess. Okay, I'm not sure what I'm doing with this path. Ooh, am I just gonna have it be like a weird oval? I guess I am. I just like to add some pathing to begin with, just because I feel like that helps open out the space, and that way it also gives me less to decorate if you fill up the area with pathing. Especially because on the beaches we can't use the actual in-game like island designer paths. Here we go. And this brown is so nice, very natural looking. There we go. Amazing, amazing, amazing. That's going to be our pathing on this bit of the beach. So now I'm just going to start to fill up around it. I definitely think that we should move one of these palm trees down into the build a bit more. Let me eat some of the fruit from this one so that we can move them. Here we go. I have an audition next week to be a Christmas elf, which I am excited about. The issue is that the actual location, if I were to get the job, is really far from me. It takes about 2 hours to travel there, and obviously I wouldn't want to be late, but for acting I feel like I'm willing to travel further, so I could make it work if I were to get the job. But yeah, I'm excited just because I like auditioning and I'd like to go get some audition prep or practice. Here we go, coconut trees nicely in the area. Just for right now I'm going to remove the coconuts from this tree just so that they can kind of match each other, but obviously typically they will have coconuts grown into them. I think we could do a seating area because the way that these two trees are, it's kind of creating a cove. So that might be nice. Why don't we grab some items to do that? I would love to live near the beach. I did mention it earlier, but I've just come back from a holiday. I was in Tenerife for 10 days and it was so lovely. Yeah, we had a lot of chill days, just kind of downtime on the beach, which is so nice, very needed. Because I kind of worked the whole summer and I was really busy, and before that I'd been a full-time student, plus I was also working. And so it was so nice to just come, have a long break, get away from everything. Life in London, I feel like it's very fast-paced, so yeah, it was really lovely. And oh my goodness, I ate such good food. I just ate so well, it was amazing. Loads of tapas. In Tenerife, they have this thing called Canarian potatoes, and they're like these really salty potatoes, and they come with a few different sauces. I think they're called like mojo or mojo sauces, and yeah, they're so good. Let's add a sofa for part of our seating area, nicely in the shade of this coconut tree, and maybe a chair can come down here, diner chair. But yeah, it was very nice. Why can't I move this? I wanted to move it back. Can I not? It looks like I should be able to move this chair back a bit, but it's not letting me. Maybe I just need to pick it up and replace it and put it up here. Okay, there we go, that's better. I might just off-center it a little bit, but it is coming together. I feel like I do need something to go in the center. If this is going to be a seating area, we need kind of like a focus area. I may even move this chair. Yeah, let's get rid of this chair and let's have a chair closer up here, and then we can have one over in the shade of this palm tree here. Maybe back? No, let's just leave it aligned. And these, okay, I like that these chairs aren't in a perfect line. I used to be obsessed with symmetry, but recently I feel like it's been fun to kind of leave things off center. And maybe our focus point in the middle is the pile of leaves. No, I don't think that the pile of leaves makes a good focus point. Isn't there a bonfire? I saw that I can turn these leaves into like a leaf campfire, which might be a little bit cuter. Leaf campfire. Okay, do I have all that stuff? I need pine cones, clump of weed, and tree branches. Let's see if I have all the things to make a leaf bonfire, because that would be a really cute center point. Everyone sat around the campfire. When I was growing up, I did Girl Guides, and we used to sit around campfires and sing, and I definitely missed that. Okay, it was tree branches, pine cones, and weeds, I believe. So I think I do have everything. That's great. Let's make ourselves a leaf bonfire. I think autumn and closely followed by Christmas in Animal Crossing has some of the best items. Like all the leaf piles and all the maple furniture that comes out during autumn in Animal Crossing is all super awesome. Okay, let's get our leaf campfire. Okay, cool. I think that we might want to add a couple of tables or like little stools around in this front section. Like oh my goodness, okay, I want to put a log stool here, because then if I can find an item that looks like marshmallows or something that you would roast over the fire, that would be super cute. I don't already have a log stool, right? Let me just make sure. Okay, let's get ourselves a log stool. And let's see if we have any marshmallowy looking items. But yeah, I really love campfires in general because they do remind me of that, of doing the girl guides. Plus, it's warm, it's cozy. Okay, here we go. I think we should go for the white log stool, but I might customize it to be the white birch, which is a little bit more cream coloured. And then let's see if any of these miscellaneous items can work as our marshmallows. Or something similar, just anything that I feel like you would have around a campfire. Actually, this isn't related, but maybe if I grab the washing tub, because we're by the beach and I like the idea of people washing their clothes in the sea for some reason. Maybe this. I know it's dango, but they could be round marshmallows. I feel like sometimes with Animal Crossing you have to suspend your imagination a little bit and just like pretend things are what you want. So okay, let's do that. Let's do the dango and let's come on down. Oh no, I wanted to customize it quickly. Let me customize it first. Thank you so much to everybody who's watching. I hope that you're all doing well today. I really appreciate you being here. It's so nice to have people watching. It really means a lot. Here we go, the white wood. I just think that will match a bit better with the cream colour of the diner sofa. And then let's come on down and we will add it maybe slightly off center here. I might pull it back a little bit, but I think that is right. And then there we go, our dango, or as I'm choosing to pretend, it's marshmallows. Should we get some sticks? Should I just drop a tree branch here and that's like the stick that you roast your marshmallow on? I feel like that would be a funny, cute detail. Let's do it. Let's do that drop. Okay, cute. So we've now got a seating area on our beach right here. Honestly, beaches are hard enough. Like, I'm really pleased that I've even filled this tiny space, but I think I could just expand out this way a tiny bit. We've got that washing tub that I brought. And then isn't there a washing line? I think you can craft it with just the sticks of the tree branches. So let me go ahead and make a washing line quickly. And then it's like somebody's washed their clothes and then they've hung them out. I feel like that could be fun. Oh, I clicked to customize. Oopsies. And then I don't know if anyone watching is gonna know Maisie Peters. Let me just wait, I don't have the recipe to make the clothesline. That's so sad. Oh my goodness. Or did I need different items, or do I just not have the recipe? Wow, I think I just don't have the recipe. Okay, well never mind then. I guess we're not gonna be making a clothesline. Let me go through my storage and see if there's anything that kind of jumps out that I might want to use on the beach instead. Oh, I just kicked my bin. Sorry if you guys heard that. Yeah, my favourite singer is Maisie Peters, and she is coming up with a new album and she's been teasing it. We've got the first little like hints of the songs, and so I'm very excited. And she's even doing a couple of shows in London, but I think that they're going to be, I just think it's going to be so hard to get tickets, but I would love to go so much. So I'm going to see if I can get a ticket, but I know that they'll probably sell out super quick, because she's even said she wants the shows that she's doing to be very intimate, so like small crowd. Let me grab a couple of these leaf piles. Oh, hey, I already had a leaf campfire. I didn't need to craft one, but that's okay. And maybe we can use a tree standee on the beach. Some bikes on the beach would be nice, actually. That might be cool. Okay, I feel like we've got some good items to get on with. And yeah, I'm still grabbing more for whatever reason. I'm just picking mainly brown items to work with. I think today's stream isn't going to be super long, by the way. We're heading towards an hour. I'm probably going to finish up the beach, do one more mini build, and then we will probably call it a day. So I reckon it will end up being about an hour 20 if things go smoothly. That's my prediction. I think we just need a teensy bit more pathing here. Let me see. It is so cold in my room. Oh my goodness, I've been very, very cold. I think I'm gonna have to buy a heater because the central heating in this flat is not warming up my room at all. Okay, let's put the bench there. That's nice. So you can come. Okay, actually it's not nice. I want to move it back. I want it to be so that you can still sit on the bench. Yes, that's nice. The bench reminds me of oh, I'm trapped. Okay, let's push it back. It reminds me of Happy Home Paradise. I don't remember his name, but you know the guy, what is he? Is he a whale? What animal is he? No, he's like a manatee or something. But yeah, that guy, I think his name begins with a W, but he works on the Happy Home Paradise and he sits on a bench sometimes in the game, and so it reminds me of him. There we go. Wild log bench. Maybe I push it one in. Okay. Sorry, my phone isn't letting me see what people are chatting, but I saw that Robbie said something. So hi Robbie, if you're watching. I can't see your message, but I saw, like, it popped up and now it's disappeared, but thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate you. And I hope you're having a good evening. We are making a quick little beach build, nice and simple. I'm going to plant some weeds, and then what I like is in a few days' time, the weeds should hopefully grow up, and then it helps make the build look a lot more put together. There we go. Oh my goodness, why is Leopold having a thought bubble? All my villagers today are being very dramatic. Everyone wants to talk to us. You're in love. Oh, he's giving them to us anyway. Okay, well. Okay, do we like them? Is it cute? No, we don't like that. Thanks, Leopold. Let's quickly put back on a dress. Let me wear this green dress for a bit. Oh, I wanted to wear it. There we go. Cute. I'm just going to drop off that gift that Leopold gave us. Oh, my computer has just started, like the fans just started buzzing. So if it's loud, I apologize. Just give me 1 second. I can't see the message from Robbie, and I just feel a bit confused where it's gone. Like I say, I saw the notification pop up, but odd, I don't know what to do about that. But I hope everyone is having a good evening. It's just about to be 9 PM here in UK, so if you're watching from UK, I hope that you're having a good evening, and if you're watching from anywhere else, let me know where you are watching from, and if there's a time difference. The tree standee, I don't know if I love it there. I'm not sure if that's exactly the vibe we are going for. I just want my beaches to be simple enough that I can also still run through them, because I do like to go fishing. Fishing in game is one of my favourite bits, like favourite features of the game. Okay, I actually think that we are doing okay with this, because I think if I add a little bit more pathing up here, then we'll be doing very, very nicely. Oops, I forgot. Just a circle of pathing. There we go. Oh man. I didn't mean to lift up the log bench, but that's okay. Let me put it back. If I can remember what position it was in. Oh, where is it? Here we go. I think it must have been down one. There, that's nice. Okay, I just want to add something tiny up here, and then we'll be done with the beach and we can go work on another one of those mini builds. I do also sneak little hint or peek or whatever for my live viewers. I do have a video coming out on Sunday, like a full-length video, so if you like those, please be keeping an eye out for that. I hope that you'll enjoy it. And it's actually quite in line with what this live stream's been about, because I've been talking a lot about autumn, and perhaps I shall go ahead and let you know. It's going to be me, well, it's already made. It was me giving my other island, an autumn glow up, so transforming it for autumn. So that is coming out on Sunday at 8 p.m, same time as this live started, 8 p.m. BST. So yeah, hopefully you'll all enjoy that. The video ended up being pretty short as well, so it's a nice quick watch. Whoa, what's going on? Look, the villagers are crazy mad at each other. What happened? What is going on? Okay, she knows fine. She's chill, she doesn't care. What's up with Leopold? Why are they being so mad? Leopold, so my horoscope said that I should expect a great surprise today, and wouldn't you know it, Sheena actually gave me a gift. But it was a socket wrench. How basic does she think I am? It's still a gift, Leopold. Can you think of a less appropriate gift? Okay, fine, we made him feel better. Wow. Dang, villagers really be getting up to stuff sometimes. Let's add that white flower in here, and we'll go ahead and add a flower over on the other side, and everything will be nicely aligned. Oh, Anka, can I get through, please? Yeah, let me pick up this weed and we'll put a flower here. Okay, cute. Beach is coming together really nicely, actually. There's just like one or two items missing here and kind of here. Oh, the bike. I literally got out a bike and I didn't use it. And I said I wanted to use a bike. There we go. Cute. Okay. Nice. Do you know what? I reckon we can leave that as our beach build, and let's go back and we're going to make another one of those mini builds. This is for my short series where I make builds in a 4x4 tile space. I think it's coming on to rain. My window is, or it's really windy, but my window keeps making that like tapping sound, so I don't really know where that comes from, but yeah. Let's try out a new path. I'm not sure what I'm gonna make, but we'll go ahead and give it a go. This arch tile path is so gorgeous. And yeah, these are just little space fillers. I keep them very small and normally pretty simple, but sometimes I love to cram them full of items, so I feel like there's a mix of vibes going on for sure. There we go. I'm not sure what I'm gonna make, but maybe we can just have a look and see if anything jumps out. Oh, Robbie's, I can see your message now. Hi, I hope you're doing good. And hi, Carol. Thank you for still being here. That's really sweet of you. I don't want to make another cafe. I feel like I've made a lot of cafes recently. Maybe more of a shop. We could do a library. I have quite a few books. I'm looking at this bookshelf and this horizontal organizer and thinking maybe a library would be good, especially as I was talking about the library earlier. That could be an option, or some kind of a music themed thing. I actually might like to do a music themed build. Oh, my pockets are full. Oops. Let me quickly put some items away first. Always important. Here we go. These things, these storage chests, were one of like the best, most helpful additions to the game ever. Oh my goodness. They are just so convenient. Like, it's just so good being able to just grab whatever you need, like without having to go back to your storage every single time like we used to have to. Yeah, it is really nice. Okay, I've got a couple of musical instruments. I feel like some plants in the background would be good. I mean, yeah, maybe some kind of a concert stage is what I'm picturing. But then I'm thinking we need... I'm thinking it's going to be too chill. Like, we need to make it a cool concert stage. Do I not have anything fun? I wish I had those, like, fairy light hanging things, but I don't think I've got any. Maybe, honestly, maybe the illuminated snowflakes as a backdrop to a concert could be cute. I could definitely see that happening. If they fit. I don't remember how big they are. But if they would fit, that could be very cool, actually. I think we're going to have to change up the pathing I did. I did the illuminated... not illuminated. The arched pathway before I'd kind of figured out what I wanted to make. And now I'm thinking that it may not be working anymore. Which is fine. Live and you learn. Okay, let's just start going and we'll see if this works. So... maybe if we're going to make a music stage, I should have the back half be this wooden path, because I feel like the wooden path could look like what you'd have as a stage. And then we'll make the front half empty. And then it's like a separated stage. Or do I just want the whole thing to be a stage? Tricky. Doesn't make sense what I'm saying. I'm not sure if it does. Like, this brown bit is the stage, and then this tile bit is where people would stand and watch. I don't know, I think that could make sense. I don't know. Or maybe, I'm sorry to keep changing my mind. It's tricky. This is why I like to plan these builds on live, because you guys can chime in with any suggestions if you want, and I can just kind of like talk through my thought process rather than being stuck in my room alone trying to do it. But maybe we go for the arched tile just because I really like the grey. Because it's kind of more, I don't know, it just looks fresher. Then the brown. The brown is a little bit too warm toned than I would personally choose. But we'll make it half and half. So the back half is the stage, the front half is for where the people are going to watch. So actually, if I'm going to have people watching, the people are probably going to want some chairs. So you know what, it kind of almost is a cafe again, despite me saying that I didn't want to make a cafe. I feel like I've accidentally made a cafe. But that's going to be fine. It's not a cafe, it's like a cool, awesome jazz bar thing. Okay, the illuminated snowflakes aren't going to be lit up right now because it's daytime. Probably when I record this build for the shorts, I'll do it at nighttime and everything will be awesome and glowing and lit up. So make sure that you keep an eye out for the actual short series itself, because you'll get to see how this build will look at nighttime. I think we need more pathing. Otherwise we're just not going to have enough space. Okay. Then I've got a mic, which needs to be in the center, because I feel like the singer always stands front and center. And then let's bring that forward. Whilst I was in Tenerife, we ended up going to the Hard Rock Cafe, and they had this amazing Queen tribute act. It was so good. It was really, really amazing. And the food in the Hard Rock, I thought I wasn't going to really like it compared to... I don't know, just like compared to most of the food that's available out in Tenerife, I didn't think that it would be the best. But they had these nachos, which was so delicious. Like, oh my god, really good nachos, really cheesy. And they had a cheese sauce on them. It was so good, actually. Oh, wow. Maybe I will go back just to get the nachos. Okay, so then let's put the clarinet. That's not what I wanted to do. Maybe... Okay, no. I like the bamboo speaker, and the bamboo speaker actually matches nicely with that guitar, because the guitar has a little bit of red on it, but I think the clarinet needs to go here. My issue is the clarinet isn't kind of big enough. It's not standing out. Like the guitar and the mic, I feel like they stand out. The clarinet is just kind of there. So let me see if there's another musical instrument that would work. I actually did pick up the marimba, but I'm thinking that the marimba is going to be too big. But let's just check, because what if it's perfect? Like, let me not. Yeah, I think that the marimba is too big, so let's see if there's a kind of in-between musical instrument, not too big, not too small, to come and be on our stage. Carol says, I love nachos and cheese, great for sharing. Yes, they're a really good sharing dish. And I'm a big fan of sharing food. Like, you know, the whole friends, Joey doesn't share food thing. I really hate that. If I'm gonna go out for dinner with someone, I would much rather order 2 entrees and kind of, obviously you can't do this in a really fancy restaurant, but if you're somewhere small, like, why don't we just order 2 entrees and share? Or order 3 starters or something. Like, I really love sharing food rather than everyone having their very own individual dish. That's my personal preference. Okay, we can try the trumpet, and we can also try just adding another guitar maybe. Let's see if either of those are gonna work. Oh my goodness, all the villagers today want my attention. Deidre, how are you? I wanted to bug you. Guys, ooh, not on live. Well, I could live stream it. How do we feel about a villager hunt? Would you like a villager hunt? I could let her go, and then we could, maybe in a few days' time, do a live stream villager hunt. That might be quite fun. Do you know what? I've already pretty much like made up my mind. Yeah, you can go, because she's not one of my favorite villagers. Okay. Aw, bye, Deidre. Technically, because I already have all the villagers I wanted on this island, so I wasn't really gonna let anybody go or change out my villagers too much, but I would like to do a live stream villager hunt, especially now that I am, now that I'm live streaming, because I used to never live stream. So I feel like that would be fun. We can do that together. Carol says a villager hunt would be great. Super fun. Yay, okay, I'm excited. Thank you, Carol. I think that we will do that then. Okay, this is nice, the electric guitar. There we go. So this is our little band section. I'll be honest, I may, after the live stream, change out the colours of these guitars, like go see Reese and Cyrus and see if they can make it, I don't know. Honestly, a blue guitar would probably be good. Well, maybe I'll do it on the live stream. Maybe I'll see, because it's kind of hard to design, because these are so red, and then the blue snowflakes, I feel like they don't fully match. And then in one of the corners, I'm going to put that big bamboo speaker to pump out the music. And then I just need something over in this corner. Not the marimba. Maybe one of the trees could work. Ooh, wow. Maybe not that one. Although the cacao tree does work in terms of it's got a touch of red to it, so I feel like colour-wise it works. But I think that is nice. Let me put away the other items in my pockets. Okay. How are we looking? I'm just going to take a picture so that if I move stuff around, I don't forget how I had it looking. You know what I think we should do? Just for the sake, if you guys will be patient with me, I think we should go change out the colours. I just think it will be worth it to see how it could look in the right colours. Because also that way, if it, like, what if I can't turn it blue, then I may need to rethink the build a little bit. So please bear with me, we're going to go on a trip, but I feel like, obviously in a video I would edit out the trip to Reese and Cyrus, but it would be really nice to talk to you guys whilst I do it, so that's why I'll do it on live. We can keep talking. But yes, sharing food is delicious, it's so good, and that way you just get the best of both worlds. And of course, like I say, if you're in a fancy restaurant or something, you're probably gonna have to just order your own thing, but if I could choose, especially with either like someone I'm dating or with family, I think it's so nice to share. And then if you know that you're both happy sharing, then you can kind of, I guess, just like avoid going to fancy restaurants, and you can kind of choose locations that make sense. I love dim sum, which is like little sharing dishes. I think it's Cantonese, but I might be wrong on that. But the guy that I went on a date with was Cantonese, and he said that he knew dim sum, and that was so yummy. Oh my goodness. You just get like, I feel like you get the best of both worlds because you get to try so many different things, and that way if you don't like one thing, it's okay. Okay, Reese and Cyrus, this is another great update. I love being able to come and get my items customized. It's just so helpful. Okay, what's our order? The yucca, if it does have a blue, it has a blue variant, so I think they are going to try go on a blue theme, so let's go ahead and get this blue. There we go. Thank you to everyone watching. It's really nice. I keep looking and I keep seeing that I still have viewers, which compared to my first live where I think I was pretty much just completely like talking to myself and no one watched it live. Yeah, it's really lovely to be here and have people. So for the bamboo, I'm not sure if I want green or the dried. Why don't we see what the rest of my items are going to look like, and then we'll decide from there. Because look, I can do one blue. I'll do this one blue, and then I'll do the other one natural wood, and then that means that I should get the natural wood bamboo speaker, if that makes sense. It will make sense in a few minutes, I swear. I promise it will make sense. Okay. But yeah, I love being able to come to him and get my items customized, because otherwise it's really difficult. You have to wait until the exact one that you want shows up in Nooks Cranny, or you have to go see other people and get them to help you catalogue stuff. Oh, they're different guitars. I didn't realise that. In that case, I want this one to be blue, and I'm going to go make the other one that beige colour, just because I prefer the blue colour on this one, so I didn't realise that they were different style guitars. I do have a guitar myself. It's an acoustic though, not an electric. And what I'll say is I've learned like all the chords, and I love just sitting and I Google songs that I want to play and I play them. I play the chords. But I would love to learn fingerstyle guitar, and I just kind of haven't done it, and I've not really been working on it. So even though I've had the guitar for maybe 2 years now, or in Christmas, because I got it for Christmas 2 years ago, so when it hits Christmas it will be 2 years. I've just not ended up like learning anything too complex, but it's meant to be fun, and as a hobby it is really fun to play chords. Do any of you guys play guitar or play any musical instrument? Because I used to play piano and I loved it, and I got up to my grade 6 and I was having a really fun time, but when I moved to uni, like there's no way to have the guitar, and now I live in London and there's no space, sorry, not guitar, piano I mean, and there's no space for a piano. Now, don't panic everybody, I'm gonna like save and quit. I'm not stopping playing, I am coming back into the game. What I want to do is time travel, make it nighttime, because this is going to be a nighttime build, and I just want to check how it looks with the illuminated snowflakes lit up. So I will be super quick, just logging off and then getting it straight back up. But yeah, so I don't really have anywhere for the guitar. Oh my god, I keep saying guitar. For the piano in London. I'm hoping 9:15 will be dark enough for them to come on. Yeah, there's just not space for the piano in London, unfortunately. But maybe if at some point I move anywhere bigger, or just anywhere, like for example right now I share the lounge with 5 other people, with all my flatmates. Oh sorry, with 4 other people, there's 5 of us in total. Like it wouldn't be appropriate to take up space in the lounge for a piano. That wouldn't be fair or kind to my flatmates. But if at some point I had less flatmates, or I was living, yeah, just in a different situation, I would love to have a piano. But I love music altogether. Growing up, I don't know, I didn't listen to that much music, but as I've gotten older, I've just started listening to it so much more. Because I used to always watch videos, so if I was doing my hair, getting ready to go out, I would watch a TV show, or I'd watch a film, or YouTube videos or something, whereas now I kind of find myself just listening to music whilst I get ready. And I really enjoy it. Yeah. I think actually is the reason why I listen to more music is because normally my birthday present for the year from my parents is they buy me Spotify Premium. So they pay, like, that's my birthday present, is that they buy or give me the money for like a year's worth of Spotify Premium. And it's awesome. It's so good. Like, not having adverts really does make a difference to how much and how happy I am listening to music. Okay, nice. So we are now here at nighttime on our island, and we're going to go back to that 4x4 tile spot, that mini build, and we're going to remake our space filler at nighttime and see if it looks cool. I'm hoping that it should look really good in the dark. It already looks great, to be fair. What is that? Oh, it's just a bug. Oh, I don't even know if it was a bug. Something like caught my eye in the corner of my screen, but I think we're all good. Wait, I have shooting stars. Oh, I think I just saw a shooting star. Well, anyway, we're not doing shooting stars today, but that's super cool. I love shooting stars. It's so pretty. This was definitely the right decision. Oh my goodness, so nice. What the heck? I should have done that right away. The illuminated snowflakes look awesome. Oh, I'm really, really happy with that. By the way, if anybody is watching and you haven't liked the live stream, it really does help if you do. I know, like, when I didn't make YouTube videos, I didn't really know how much liking helps, and now that I make them, oh my god, it means the world when people like it. So if you are watching and you have been enjoying, then it would make my day if you would like it. So thank you so much if you do. I'm gonna put this electric guitar. I also wanted to say I really appreciate, because anyone who watches the live stream after the fact, just because I know I normally end up getting some extra views after I've posted. So if you're watching this kind of and you missed the stream itself but you're watching it now, I really appreciate you being here and watching. So just thank you so much. I really just appreciate anybody who kind of takes any time out of their day to come and look at my channel, because it's something that I really love and I really care about. Okay, and you know what I think we need just in this little middle section is some star fragments, because they're going to be glowing and they're going to be awesome. So let's see. Let us see. Maybe star fragments and glowing moss, because I've got 2 squares that I can fill. Oh, maybe if I use the Gemini fragments because they are blue. I'm not sure. Let's see. Let us see. So I could either have blue fragment, but it's not as glowy as I was hoping. Maybe I do want to do the large star fragments. Yeah, they just glow so much better. Oh my goodness, this is so cute. This is like a little nighttime. I'm just thinking what I want to theme this build as. Hi, Once Upon a Cookie. I hope you're doing well. It's so nice to have you here. That emoji is so cute as well. It's really nice to have you in chat. We are just making a little nighttime rock concert stage type thing. I'm not sure how I want to describe it, but I guess that would do. Okay, I think that this is it. I think that this is the build. That's cute, right? Oh my god, I think that is so cute. I haven't played at nighttime in a really long time, and I really like how that looks. Okay, amazing. Well, now that I'm doing it, I kind of feel inspired. Maybe we will do one more mini build before we call it a night. Amazing. I'm so happy with this build. That's super fun. Yeah, let's do one more mini build or one more thing, because now that I'm playing at nighttime and everything's lit up, I just feel inspired, guys. We'll quickly go ahead and place those items over. I know I kind of sometimes repeat myself. Oh look, everyone's so happy. Look, Deja and Sheb are singing. I was talking with Sheb and he said he could talk to me till the sun comes up. He's saying he likes chatting with me so much that he loses track of time. Aw, cuties, I love my villagers. But yeah, I know I already explained it, but basically, for anyone new watching, I'm just figuring out where I can place these items. After I've made a build, I like to just drop the items that I used in that build, because after the stream, I'm going to record myself making all of these builds that we've planned, so that I can put them onto my short series. Oh, Once Upon a Cookie says you decorate so nicely. That is so sweet. Thank you so much. you know what, I've had the game since like a few months after it came out, and I've got so many hours. I just play all the time, so I really appreciate you saying that, because at least like I can somewhat pretend that the thousands of hours I probably have on this game were worthwhile. Why don't we make a nighttime beach stargazing spot as our final build of the day? I think that would be cute. We can put some stars, because I don't quite know like the science behind it, but I have a feeling that I'm not sure. Oh, I might be about to sound really dumb if this isn't true. I think the stars look better at the beach, right? Maybe that's wrong. I think they look better either in the mountains, because then you're high up and like there's less light pollution, maybe that's why. But I think at the beach they look better because when you look out over the sea, again, there's no light pollution. I don't know, I just feel like that's a thing that I've heard, is that if you're going to go stargazing, the beach is a nice spot to go to, but maybe that's completely false. I don't know. Let's take a look. Look, I do have shooting stars. I just saw one. Yes! Oh my goodness, I have shooting stars on my island. That is so cool. Can you do a bank area with an ABD? Oh, human being, that's such a good idea. That's such a good idea. Okay guys, quick brief change of plans, because human being has said, can I do a bank area with an ABD? And that is actually an amazing idea. I still might do the beach thingy, but why don't we do that suggestion first? And to me, a bank area feels like it would need bricks. Just because bricks is like very formal. Do you not agree? I don't know. To me, bricks and banks, they go together. I can't remember where, but there's this place in London where they have the huge banks and the buildings themselves are so cool. I'm not talking about Canary Wharf, but actually Canary Wharf as well in London. They have bank buildings there. Yay, human being, thank you so much for being in chat. I really appreciate you being here. I hope that you're having a good evening, and thank you so much for the suggestion. I genuinely do appreciate that. It's always nice to get ideas from people. Let me start though by checking if I have an ABD. If not, we can still definitely, we can still figure something out. But I may have to order an ABD. If anyone spots an ABD and I miss it, let me know, because I don't want to just scroll past it. I feel like I should have one. Surely after all those hours I've just talked about spending in games, surely I have an ABD. Yes, I do. Here, it's blue. And then maybe within the same bank area we have a sample case and we'll put something fancy in it. Maybe some vending machines. We may have to go get stuff customized again. We may well have to, and that's okay. That is okay. Just 1 second, I'm just quickly sorting something out on my end. Okay, a bank. Ooh, this is like, I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but in my head maybe the bank is like a old-fashioned bank where you could put your jewels in and stuff. I'm not sure if I will end up using that or not, but we can take it and we can see. Well, let's get started with this stuff and then we'll see where to go from there. Okay. Let's start with our ABD. I feel like that just needs to be in like the pride, what's it called? I was gonna say like pride position. I don't think that's the right, but like I don't think that's the words I'm looking for. But you know, the ABD needs to be front and center, I guess. Next to the drink machine, there's gonna be our ABD. Hello for anyone new joining. I see that I've got a couple new viewers coming in. I hope that you're all having a good evening. We are making mini builds in the 4x4 tile space, making space fillers, and right now we are doing human being suggestions, which is to make an ABD bank themed area, which is a great suggestion. If anyone else has any suggestions, feel free to drop them into the chat. Oh, human being says pride of place. Yes, that's right. Thank you. I feel like my brain just goes empty when I'm live streaming. You know what we could do? If anyone has been here from the beginning of the stream, you've already seen me do this once, but we could put a market stall in, but it won't be a market stall in this context. It will be where the bank teller works. Oh, so maybe it shouldn't be a market stall. It should be a table or just like a counter. Because I do feel like you need, sometimes you can go to the ABD, right, or the ATM in real life, and then other times you need to talk to a clerk at the bank. I don't think I've ever, actually that can't be true. I was going to say I don't think I've ever been to a real life bank, and I'm sure that's not right. I'm sure when I probably opened my account I had to go in person, but online banking, you guys, it's a wonder. It's a real help. Okay, let's go for one of these reception desks. And what we'll do is we take away this, and then we want to add somebody working at the bank, and they need formal clothes. Maybe none of the custom designs I have are going to be formal enough. No, let's see if I have a formal jacket or something. And what I'm going to do for this build is I'm going to grab a mannequin and I'm going to place it behind the reception desk. And obviously, unfortunately, our friend will be headless. You'll see. They will be headless, but hopefully they'll look like they work in a bank, and that's like the bank teller. Is it? I think a teller is the right word, isn't it? It's a bank teller. I think clerk is for if they work in a shop, but I'm not sure. I want something formal because I want them to look very professional. What would they wear? What would our worker wear? I don't think that they would wear a dress. Maybe I should look more in the t-shirt area. Let's see. Oh, these, the tuxedo, the tweed jacket is very formal. Okay. So we're going to put them in. Okay. And then we trap them behind the reception counter. I think office desk. Yeah, that looks good. So let's go ahead and trap them. So yes, of course the bank teller is headless, but like I've said, you just have to kind of, I don't know, it's Animal Crossing. I feel like we just can nicely use our imagination. Let me grab some bells and we'll put a bag of bells on the counter. Nice, very nice. And then at the ABD we'll put some coins on top. This is going to be a bell heavy build for sure. Oh, I wanted to drop it on the ABD. Is that not possible? I think maybe we can't drop stuff on the ABD. That may be what I'm learning. Okay, no problem. So we can't drop the coins on the ABD, but honestly it doesn't look bad on the drinks machine, so I think we can go with that. I need something else for the teller. Let me see, it's like some papers or maybe a computer, something formal. If it was me working in a bank, probably a calculator. I don't know, I feel like they must have to do a lot of maths. Let's see, maybe the tablet or the laptop. Either of those could work. I also have, oh, this looks professional, the essay set. Let's go for that. That looks very professional. It's actually really nice playing at nighttime. Probably when I record this build, I'll do it during the daytime, but I like that. I think we should add in a chair then for whoever is going to be on the other side of this reception desk. What type of chair do they have in a bank? Let me see. I hovered on a wheelchair, but that's not what I meant. I wanted a computer style chair, like a wheelie chair. I feel like that's what I would have in a bank, but I don't think I have any, so we'll just probably go for this chair, this school chair. It looks pretty formal. I think I will, if I didn't already say, I think I'll go to Reese and Cyrus for this build as well to get them to customize. I honestly kind of like the chair facing sideways. Obviously, it's not practical if you're actually coming to the bank, but this is Animal Crossing, and I just think it looks a bit more interesting. You can tell that it's a chair more easily, but let me know if I should turn it to face the desk. Would you guys think desk or facing out? I'm not sure. And now I just need to fill this little bit of space. Let's see, I think that the snack machine is going to be too big. The only other option would be to put the snack machine here and then bring the ABD sideways. Shall we just quickly see how that looks? What I mean is snack machine would go here. I gave up on the mining car idea very quickly, by the way. Human being says, I think the chair should face sideways. So, okay, cool, I'm gonna go with you. This is your build idea. I'm gonna trust in your ideas then, human being. Thank you so much. And then the ABD can come over here. And then can I still fit the drinks machine? I can, but it's a bit hard to tell what it is there. I don't think I love that. I don't think I like that. I think I much preferred them when they were still here. I feel like it's a lot of trial and error when I'm making these mini builds, because you have so little space. It feels really important that everything feels right, because otherwise it can mess up the whole flow of a build. So definitely let's keep these here. I liked how it looked with the coin drops on top, so let's do that again. And then we just need to figure out what we're going to put over here in this corner. Let's go into the depths of my storage and see if there's anything jumping out at us. Oh, the sample case. I was going to do something with the sample case. That could still work. That could definitely still work, actually. So why don't we go in and just see. If I was going to put something in a sample case, what would it be? I don't think I have the stacks of money recipe. I know that there is a recipe where it's literally just stacks of money and you just need a bunch of bells to craft it, but I don't think I have it. I need something in that case that looks luxurious. Ooh, the golden cat could go in the sample case. That could work really nicely, actually. Should we do that? Look, when you enter the bank, they have a sample case. And in it, this is going to be so cute. Oh my god, in it, it's a little gold cat. Do you hate it or do you like it? I can't decide. I can't decide. I'm not sure. I'll be so for real, I personally adore that. I think that is so cute with the cat, but I'm aware that it's quite big. It makes the right side of the build quite heavy. It does make the right side of the build quite heavy. But guys, it's a cat. It's a cat in a box. It's a cat in a box. I don't think there's much cuter. I think we're gonna go with that. Is that really silly? That may be a silly decision, but I like it. I'm gonna maybe drop some coins here on the floor. Maybe in front of a chair. I just feel like it's fun in a bank to have a bunch of bells scattered about. Okay, human being likes it, and Carol is not sure. Carol, get with the program. No, I do get what you mean. I'm just wondering if I can keep the cat, because I really like the cat in the box, but if I can rearrange it so that it's not so one-sidedly heavy. So maybe now I am going to end up bringing the ABD forward. But actually that may work. Sample case goes back here. And then the cat goes inside. And then the ABD goes here. That's better, right? That's a lot better, actually, I think. Oh, Once Upon a Cookie says it might be better behind the desk. That's also a good shout. We could move the desk forward and get the cat behind the desk. Okay, what I'm going to do, let me quickly take a picture of this version so that if this is my favourite version, I have a copy of it. Let me try bringing the desk forward. So, let's do Once Upon a Cookie's idea quickly. Thank you everyone for your suggestions. It genuinely does help me, because sometimes, like I said, like sometimes things just feel a bit off and it can be really hard to work out how I'm gonna fix it. So you guys have good suggestions. Thank you so much. We're gonna try with it behind the desk, which also, it being behind a desk kind of makes sense, like in the storyline in my head, because if this is a very like important bank and this is a very luxurious thing, they probably don't want people able to access it. Maybe we put some rope fencing as well and kind of fence off the golden cat. I think that could work. That could work. Okay, let me find the fencing. Yeah, this fence. Because then the story of the build would be that the bank teller is protecting the cat from it being stolen. You know, working as a security guard in a bank is probably really stressful. Especially if it is a bank that actually does have cash. Because I think a lot of banks nowadays, I guess, all the money's online. But yeah, obviously an ATM and stuff has real cash. That must be a stressful job. Okay, office desk coming right here. And then on it we had bells. Here we go, gonna drop back the bells. And we also had the essay set. And then we had the chair. Here, facing sideways. And then our ABD can still come here, like it was. And then somehow, I now still have this space to fill. I don't want anything too big, because I do want, obviously, people to be able to walk through and access the ABD. But, oh my god, is Shab gonna sit in our build? Please sit down. That would be so cute if he sits. But maybe a light or something. Thank you everyone for all the suggestions and the help making this. I'm liking it. If you're watching and you're not subscribed, please make sure you are. I mentioned it earlier, but I do have a new video coming out on Sunday, so Sunday at 8 p.m. So make sure you can be, the first one to get there, first one to watch it. Exciting times. Okay, maybe the street lamp can go in that corner. Is there anything else I think will go? I don't think a bin. I think banks are just too classy to have bins. I mean, the treasure chest would be funny, but I don't think I'm gonna go for it. A phone box could work. I'm not sure, like maybe within the bank they have a little phone area in case you need to phone people, transfer your money around. Okay, let's just see quickly if either of those look good. Oh, Once Upon a Cookie says maybe a plant for the corner. That is also a really good suggestion. Thank you so much. Let me grab out a plant and we can see how that looks as well. Did I already miss the plants? I might have missed them. Let's see. Here we go. The fan palm looks pretty good. Okay, let's now try out all these options to go into the corner. Okay, firstly the street lamp. I think the issue with the street lamp is that this is meant to be indoors, but I like it because I'm playing at night time. I'm not sure at daytime whether or not I would like the street lamp as much, so maybe not that. Let's see with the phone box. The issue with the phone box is it's kind of the exact same size as like the things behind it, so it's kind of blocking the build a bit too much. And then the plant. Yeah, Once Upon a Cookie, that is a great suggestion. I think that this looks super cute. And thank you with the help of moving that cat behind the desk, because I also definitely think that that was the better idea. I'm going to take a picture so that I can remember it. And human being, I hope that that kind of fulfills what you were picturing. Yeah, hopefully. I really like that suggestion. That was a really good idea and very unique. I don't think I've ever done a bank area before, so that is super cute. I won't do it right now, but before I record it, I will probably go to Reese and Cyrus and get them to make this red this red, oh my god, what's it called? This red drinks machine. Sorry, my mind keeps going blank. The red drinks machine, and get them to make it blue, because I know that there is a blue variant, and I think that that will just work a little bit better. Nice. This build has ended up being, not this build, this live stream has ended up being way longer than I said it was going to be, because when people join and I have people to talk to, it just ends up being so fun and I don't want to stop. Shall we still quickly make one last build? Shall we do the stargazing beach thing? Maybe a really nice simple one just to close out the stream. Thank you to everyone who's watching and who's talking in chat, but anyone just watching as well, it really does still mean about to me that you're here, and I hope that you're having fun. Guys, how many times have my villagers talked to me today? It must be like 7 times now that someone's stopped me. What did he give me? A jacket. Is it nice? Did we like it? Did we love it? Okay. I like orange, that's fine. I'm still probably going to put back on one of my cuter dresses. Well, I said that we're going to do stargazing, so maybe we grab this Aquarius jumper, and then I just quickly need to get some trousers out of storage, because I don't want my little character to be trouserless. I'm an Aquarius, by the way. Do you guys believe in horoscopes? Or like the zodiacs? It's a tricky one, because I would say yes, and it feels like it should be. Sorry, I'm just going to quickly pick what trousers I want. Let's just go for some shorts. It feels like exactly the kind of thing that I would like. I'm really into tarot. I'm into a lot of stuff like that. I'm going to quickly make this brick now be beach, because we're going to do a beach stargazing area for our mini build. But with horoscopes, I remember when I was little, I googled what did it mean to be Aquarius, and I just didn't feel like it aligned with me, and I kind of decided, because I don't match my one, I'm not going to believe in it, so I don't know. But then people guess Aquarius for me quite often. When people guess what zodiac sign I am, I do get told Aquarius, so maybe it does match me and I'm just not aware of it, I don't know. But yeah, let me know if you guys believe in horoscopes or not. Okay, this is going to be a little midnight stargazing area out on the beach. I think it should be super cute. I definitely want to try find a towel or something to lay down on if I have it, like one of the beach towels. I think that that would be awesome. And I want to use lots of lamps and nova lights and star fragments and stuff to make this a super glowy, alive looking build. But firstly, let's see if I have a beach towel or not. Oh, it's going to be such a shame if I don't. Oh no, I don't think I have one. I think I have it on my other island. Okay. Well, you know what we can do instead is we can definitely do a swinging bench. And maybe you can swing, and every time you swing up, you get to look at the stars. Carol is Cancer, the crab. Ooh, okay. I don't know. Like, I wish I knew what that meant. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I wish I knew what the attributes of that are. But to me, that means... I mean, I think that's born in summer, isn't it? Cancer is summer. Summer babies, I think. I probably still want to turn this swing to face the front so that you can sit in it. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Too much. Oh, once upon a cookie, I missed your suggestion that the phone box could be close to the bank. You know what, I will, probably before I film it, I'll play around with the phone box, and definitely, if I like expanded it out into a bigger build, we could put the phone box close to the bank, because that is a good idea. Okay, swinging bench, but I don't know if I want it to be right in the corner. That just feels... I feel like I always put things like that in the back corner. Why don't we try be different and go for... Let's just put it in the middle. Did you guys see? Look, I do have shooting stars on my island. So cute. It's making me really happy. Well, honestly, having said that, I always put it at the back. I think it's still going to end up being at the back. Oh, you know what we can do? Oh, you know what we can do is some terraforming. Oh yeah. This isn't going to be a beach theme anymore if I'm going to terraform. It's going to be mountains. And then what we do is we put like a bunch of star fragments and stuff up on top of the mountains. I think that will be fun. I feel like I never terraform or add cliffs or anything in these mini builds just because they're so cramped for space, but that would be really cute. Then we get some nova lights, star fragments, also a telescope if I have it would be very, very cute. Hello to anyone joining us. I'm Emily, I'm live streaming and we are just making some mini builds, some space fillers right now. And right now we are making a stargazing spot because I'm playing at night time and I have shooting stars on my island, and so it just all feels very, very fitting. Where are the nova lights? Okay, I'm probably gonna customize these to be white because I like the white nova lights the best. They just have the brightest glow, I find. Let me grab some star fragments. We probably may want some glowing moss as well. And did I have a telescope? Just because I feel like a telescope, if you're gonna go stargaze. I've never actually been stargazing and I really want to. Obviously I've seen the stars, but I've never done like a whole night out identifying them or anything. One of my friends knows the stars really well. Actually two of them, but I'm thinking of my friend Gabby. But yeah, she can tell you like what all the stars are, what the constellations are and stuff. The only one I can ever find or know is the Big Dipper. Yeah, that's the only one that I really recognise, but I love the stars. I think they're so beautiful. I went to Tanzania once and the stars out there are incredible because there genuinely is no light pollution. And I guess you're just in a different part of the world as well, so the night sky is different, and oh, it was just amazing. There's the telescope I was looking for. Yeah, it was so, so pretty. Now, I'm not going to put anything on this corner or this corner because I want to round out the corners. But we'll put in our telescope right here in the center. And maybe, I should have done an overlight first. Because I want an overlight not to be fully on one end, I want it to be centered. An overlight here. Nice. Then the telescope. Where is it? Telescope here, looking out to the stars, and then the star fragment here. Cool. So that's going to be the back of this build, and then oh, okay, I probably should. Oh, I can't. Wait, what? Shoot, okay. Okay. That's not great. I definitely want to be able to round out that corner, so I'm going to try push that nova light back, I guess. And then I also wanted to add a flower in the other corner. This is going to be the last build of the day, by the way, everybody. So I hope that you've all had a good time on stream. I've had a really lovely evening talking with you all, and I definitely look forward to the next stream, which will be, I'll make sure to post about it, like I'm 100% confirm. I'll put it on my community, and I'll also schedule the live so that you can see, but most likely the next stream will be the same time next Friday. Yeah, I don't believe I have anything on. Basically, it's a bit complicated right now because I'm waiting to hear back on some stuff about my work schedule. But as far as I'm aware, I should be free next Friday evening, 8 PM again, 8 PM BST. Although, if the live streams aren't working, if the timing isn't working for anyone, please do feel free to always let me know. Like if you're watching this after the live and you're watching it in catch up, and there is a better time, feel free to comment because my schedule can be moved around for sure. Hi Teddy. I like Teddy. He's a cutie pie. Yeah, I'll buy your hat for you. Do you need some bells? Yep, for sure. The dandy hat. I wonder if it's because I've not played on this island a lot recently that they're all trying to talk to me today, because I feel like normally they don't talk to me that much. What does that hat look like? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cute. Thanks, Teddy. Now I think here is where we're going to add our swinging bench. So the idea is you can sit here and look up to the stars, or you can also climb up and look through the telescope. But I think that this is fun. The shooting stars have stopped now, but it looks really glowy, it looks really nice. We do need to fill in this area and this area a little bit, but I do already have at least one idea. There is an umbrella that I love. I'm hoping I have it still. And it's a big flower, and I know that at night it does kind of glow. Please, yes, okay, I have a bunch of them. The petal parasol. Let me show you. Well, let me grab a flower to put here, and then I'm going to put the parasol in front. Or maybe, I don't know. But let me just show you the parasol first. So you place it, and then you turn it, and it's like a big flower. And do you see that it does kind of glow? Or is that just me? Maybe it's just the lighting bouncing off of it, but I think it looks really nice. And maybe, I'm not sure what I want to do in front. We could put another Nova light. Let me grab a log stool, and then we'll put a Nova light on top of the log stool. That's going to be the plan. But it's nearly 10 PM. Oh my goodness. Good times. That's the other thing that is really nice about not living at uni, is at uni the quiet time was 11 PM, which is fine, and I always made sure to be like respectful of that because I don't want to keep anyone up. But in our flat we've kind of discussed and agreed like we all stay up until about 1 AM. So we've all kind of agreed that we can keep talking, keep making noise until that time. So it's nice just being able to be up a bit later, I guess, without disturbing anyone. Okay, log stool goes here. When does everybody go to bed? I feel like that's really interesting because at uni I had to go to bed. Okay, I don't like this because you see how the Nova lights are completely in line. I don't like things being in line. So that probably won't work. Let me grab some flowers. I definitely want to add some flowers to this build, and then I'll figure out what I'm going to do with that Nova light. But yeah, it's one thing when you're still going to school, like what time you go to bed, but I feel like after education finishes, then it's so interesting because some people's jobs, like myself included, you might not work until the afternoon and stuff. Yeah. Fun times. Okay, I've got a couple more flowers. Let me come on down. And, okay, well see, this is the issue. I don't want to plant a flower here because then it's going to be in line with the flower behind it on the cliff. So we have a bit of a problem because everything's going to be in line. But not a problem that I can't solve. I don't think, at least. Maybe I plant some glowing moss here. I don't like how big that one is. I'm going to replant until I get a bit of a smaller glowing moss. As I say, this is the very last build of the day, so if you guys are watching and haven't already liked, please consider it, just because it does really help me and it will help other people find the live after I'm done streaming if they want to watch it and catch up. So I would appreciate that so much, and I appreciate everyone that's been here watching. And then maybe we put a flower. I don't know if I want to put it directly in front of this flower parasol or if I should put it here. Okay, that's cute. And then do I want to put a star fragment? This is our stargazing spot. Okay, I think that this is cute. We can sit on the bench. We can look up. Oh, there's a balloon. Shall I quickly grab the balloon? It might be something good. It might be a pumpkin. It might be the pumpkin recipe that I said about. that I want to get. Okay, amazing. Or, you know, it might be clay. Okay, it's bells, that's fine. Bells is nice. Always useful. Okay, there we go then. That is our stargazing area. And that is our last build of the day completed. If you stayed this long, I genuinely appreciate you so much. It really means a lot having had you all. Carol, you've liked and subscribed. Thank you so much. I genuinely do appreciate that a lot. But yeah, thank you so much to everyone who came today and talked with me. I had a lovely time. I will see you all either on Sunday, where you can check out my longer video. Every other day I'm posting shorts, so you can check out my short series, or next Friday I should be going live again, so I will see you there. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!